Hello everybody, Shockinator 1000 reporting for duty, welcoming you back to more Pokemon Heartgold. In the last episode, we explored Ilex Forest, caught some Farfetch to give back to the original owners of them, and we got given the HM for cut and taught some Pokemon the move Headbutt. Nothing exciting about the last episode really, but really, the Charco guys, you find them inside this house over here, and yes, the guy with the glasses who asked us to find the Farfetch last episode, he's the one that gives you the Charco, which I have given to my Quilava in a failed recording. And the reason why it's a failed recording is because I was trying to find a wild Pokemon in here, and honestly, he just wasn't showing up. Which is why I've put my action replay in. I hate doing this, but I've got no other choice, because every single encounter I had here was always a Spearow and a new Pokemon that we haven't actually encountered yet, but I already done a bio of, Apalm. So this episode, I'm going to be headbutting this tree until I can get that Heracross. And yeah, I actually said the Pokemon's name. Heracross. And that is not the sensible level it should be. It's supposed to be between level 2 and 5. But whatever, we'll work alongside with it. Going over the Pokemon, I was actually wanting to go over this bio last time. Heracross is an awesome Pokemon. Being a bug fighting type, though, it actually is a tough Pokemon to fight. Again, hang on. Being bug fighting is a tough type to fight against unless you have a flying type, because it's known to have a quad weakness to flying. But thankfully, the flying type gym is way in the past now, so the only time we'd have to worry about that type is if trainers use Pokemon that share the flying type with another type that we might deal with in the future. It's capable of gaining 2 potential abilities, which both of which are very, very good. The first being Swarm, which powers up its bug-type moves if it has a third of its health left or lower, which actually can be really, really good. But what's even better is that it can also be known to carry the ability Guts, which doubles the Pokemon's attack power when given a status condition of burn, paralysis, or poison, which can be a huge threat for anybody who messes with this Pokemon. Especially when the fact that his base physical attack is 125, and the most powerful attacking moves it can learn by leveling up is Night Slash at level 1, Aerial Ace at level 13, Brick Break at level 19, Close Combat at level 39, and Mega Horn at level 55. All of those moves alone are the reason why I would recommend catching this Heracross. But unfortunately, I'm not going to catch a female Heracross, especially when the fact that it's a level that it shouldn't originally be. So we're going to headbutt the tree again, and hopefully the base actually is a correct level this time. It's not. It's actually a higher level, and once again, it's a female. Yeah, specifically, I want a male Heracross for the nickname I plan to give it. Because, really, the nickname I plan for Heracross is mainly for a male Heracross. And if I gave it to a female Heracross, people are probably going to be questioning, why have I done that? And every single Heracross I found so far has been a female. God, it's like flipping a coin, and every single time I flip the coin, it's always been bad. Right, please let this be a male one this time. I'm not being sexist about this, really. I really want to get a male one, so that way the nickname I plan to give it fits it. There we go. Male Heracross. Now, the only situation about Heracross is that Heracross is not actually an easy Pokemon to catch. match. So, by all means, give it a status condition, weaken it as best as you can without knocking it out, and you should be good to go. When I was actually looking up for nicknames for Heracross, one potential nickname idea that did pop up, and I am not kidding because a friend of mine actually nicknamed his shiny Marchamp in Generation 6 this one time. He called a shiny Marchamp John Cena. And I'm missing with Hypnosis 2 times in a row. That's not really great. So there we go. Heracross is asleep. And we should be clear to catch it. Whoop. Should be clear to catch it. Go into the potion box. There we go. And I will transfer back to my 3DS immediately once I get the chance to save. Heracross, a single horn Pokemon, is originally known to be a stag beetle. This powerful Pokemon thrusts its prized horn under its enemies' bellies, then lifts and throws them. Oh, yeah. The nickname I planned to give Heracross is... I actually spelled it wrong. For God's sake. Balboa. Originally like from Rocky Balboa. That's the reason why. So looking at Heracross. Oh, it's a naive nature. That's plus speed minus special defense. Honestly, Heracross is not known to be really good when it comes to defense. So that's honestly alright for me. And it's got Swarm for the ability. Wish it had Guts, but I can learn to live with it. It honestly won't have any bug moves now, but it will do very, very shortly. And what I could actually do is, I could put Heracross in the lead, battle wild Pokemon, hold the R button, and just be like double the amount of experience I'm going to obtain. But I'm not going to do that. I really am not. I'm going to heal up before I forget, actually, because I am known to do that. And there we go. We'll save. I'll get my 3DS at the ready. Yeah, no behind the scenes footage about this, guys. I'm not like those famous Let's Players that edit their videos. I really am not. There we go. No, that's not me throwing my 3DS. That's me throwing the 3DS plug. Oh, hang on. Reason why I was like throwing the plug into a section was because I wasn't actually able to reach way down there. If I was able to reach, I wouldn't have actually bothered throwing it. Ugh, there we go. There we go, going back into the original 3DS. And main reason of using Heracross for my team is because he's actually going to be helpful for covering a lot of weaknesses for the team I've planned. But more importantly, he needs a bug move, and he can't learn U-turn. Well, that backfired fast. Oh well, gonna have to learn to live with it. And in case you're wondering, Kurt's not actually done with the Pokeball thing yet, because I am technically recording this on the exact same day I did the previous 2 episodes. So whenever I actually do deal with a wild Pokemon battle, I will use Heracross's moves to KO them. Now, what is actually going to be a problem in the fact that my team's planning is that 2 of the encounters I'm pretty much not going to be able to grab until some time. So we might actually be here for a while with certain number of encounters. So there we go. 45 experience from knocking out a Caterpie. That definitely shows why battling against wild Pokemon is not highly recommended. Kimono Girl, lost and all alone. Poor girl lost in the dark ilex forest. What? You remember me from Violet City? You must be imagining. Anyway, will you show me how to get out of this forest? Now, what she's actually saying there is kind of weird. I mean, we have actually seen her in Violet City. But she's kind of stating that we didn't see her. Honestly, yes, that is weird. Wow, are you going to show me how to get out? Such a smart Pokemon. Yeah, of course, because he lives here. Heracross lives in Azalea Town. Good job, Heracross. Even though you've only been with us for about 5 minutes. We grab ourselves an Ether. That's actually a healing item that will heal up 10 PP of one of the Pokemon's 4 base moves. And I think there's a... Okay, I thought there was a hidden item there. There's not. And you're probably thinking, I do have the time to battle against a Caterpie. I don't have the time to battle against a Metapod. Every wild encounter of a Metapod you find, they will always carry one move, and that one move is always Harden. I am not kidding. And since 45 experience was given to me by a Caterpie last time I was level 6, I'm not going to bother battling you. Ilex Forest is not really that deep of a dungeon, really. But here we are in Route 34. And yes, as you pretty much guessed it, there are new encounters to be found here in Route 34. 3 to be precise. And remember the fastball we actually got given when we helped Kurt before? That fastball can help for the first encounter you can find here, Abra. Abra is honestly by far an amazing special attacker who can roughly outspeed his opponents and hopefully knock him out in one solid hit. The only problem with Abra though is that it can only learn Teleport by leveling up until it evolves into a Kadabra at a very early level of level 16. But then, if you actually trade Kadabra, the very second you evolved it, he will evolve again into Alakazam. This Pokemon isn't great when it comes to his physical defense, but teaches some good moves and it will one-shot nearly any Pokemon that stands in his way. So you're basically going to be like having it be a fast special sweeper, in other words. But other Pokemon you can actually find in this route is Drowsy. Drowsy is basically another Abra, but more defensive than offensive. Unlike Abra though, Drowsy can learn moves by leveling up, but it's also like Noctowl, where it can learn Rest and also carry the ability Insomnia, which is not a good combination. For those who don't remember why it's a good combination, it's because Rest will heal up the Pokemon's HP to max health and all status conditions if they've been given one, but it puts the Pokemon to sleep. And you cannot use the move at all if your Pokemon has Insomnia for the ability. And the last Pokemon that you can find here in Route 34 is a rare encounter, Ditto. You could also find Ditto in the wild in Route 32, but it's very, very uncommon there. Ditto is your everyday breeder. Ditto's only move you can learn full stop is Transform, which allows it to transform into the opposing Pokemon, copying everything from head to toe. But the moves you copy of the Pokemon will only be given 5 PP each move. The main strategy about trying to catch yourself a Ditto, purposely bring out a Pokemon that has a catch rate of 255 and then just basically throw a Pokeball at it. That's all you need to do. And there is actually some interesting stuff about Dittos. If you actually have a Ditto that's from another country and breed it with a Pokemon in the daycare, you are more likely to encounter shiny Pokemon in the game. You really are. The chances of you actually finding the shiny, though, it basically differs. Because it's originally known to be 1 in roughly 10,000 of a chance in the early games, but in Generation 6 and onwards, I think it was, it got nerfed to 1 in 4,096. I'm wanting to say. I could be wrong about that, but then again, I don't really know stuff without looking it on the internet. So there are some more trainers to actually battle here, and I think I'm going to be battling them off camera to hopefully level up Heracross a bit. And like I said, no, I'm not going to be using my extra replay DSI, just to level him up faster. Next time on Pokemon Heartgold, we will be exploring Route 34, but of course, we are going to be given the tutorial on how to use the daycare center for the very first time. Yes, spoiler alert. But then again, it's kind of stated obvious because this game has been out since June 2010 and we are almost in June 2020. So basically, this game is nearly 10 years old. And everybody would definitely know exactly how Heartgold works because there's been millions of people doing Let's Play recordings of this game by randomizer Nuzlocke, Egglocks, regular Nuzlocke, or just a standard LP like I'm doing right now. Okay? So next time on Pokemon Heartgold, like I said again, we will explore all of Route 34. See you guys then.